Hi there, I'm Ben, and welcome to my 100% guide for the region of this word. There's no way I'm going to try and say that. From Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So we're going to be getting 100% of everything in this lone region. This is the first region of the game. That's going to be the 22 wealth, which is broken down into sort of carbon ingots, abilities and weapons. Then mysteries, which are world events. They're basically mini side missions. That's what's in this game this time around. And then artifacts, which are kind of flying papers, if you remember those from Assassin's Creed 2. And maps. Treasure maps. So this first one we're going for here, this wealth, is a carbon ingot, is a chest, which is right at the top of this area. That is on the left-hand side of the first island that you're on in the game. So we are in Norway here, which is the first region of the game, the first country of the game. You can get everything the first time you're in Norway for this first region, the word I showed at the beginning, not the second region. The region above is a level 280, that's endgame stuff. So we're going to be leaving Norway after we've, during the story, after you've finished the first sort of prologue of the story. You'll leave Norway, but you won't miss any of these things. You can come back later on and get them. So don't worry if you haven't got them yet. So here's the first one, a carbon ingot. That's for upgrading weapons and armour. So here's the same island. So we've gone onto the northeast part of the island here now for another wealth. So you've got to go in that big building at the back there, but just this one in front of it, there's going to be a wealth inside here, which is just another carbon ingot. Just going to use my eagle sense. Here we go. Just show you where we are. When you do eagle sense near it, or crow sense I suppose it's called now, I forget what it's actually called, it will show you what it will appear on your map. Then after that you're going to go and get on your boat, and then I would say go north here, because there's no other reason to come to this island apart from this. You don't come here during the first part of the story, the prologue. So just nip up here while you've got the boat and come and do this. This is a mystery. So these are what side missions are now. Come and speak to this guy. I'm going to cut this out, but basically you're going to follow him around the island for a bit. He's going to think he's in England, basically, and give you a tour. And then the mission will finish. So basically all you do is just follow him around. And then once that's finished, you're going to have that world event completed. So ignore the bottom right-hand corner of mine. They're going to be out of order. I've put them in a better order for going around in a single try, if that's what you're doing. After that, come down to this middle little island down here. This is a raid, so as you're coming towards the island, you can choose to raid it. There'll be a bunch of enemies on here, and once you've killed them all, just run in here and grab the bone biter, which is a double-handed axe, I think it is. Yes, axe. And that's our first weapon. So weapons aren't as common as they were in like Odyssey. And they're in these things. It's not all just dropped by enemies and things like that. So we're going to go on to this main sort of bit of land at the bottom in the southern part. I'm going to speak to this guy here. This is another mystery. The silver-tongued traitor. Speak to him for a while. You're going to realise that he's a traitor, and then he's going to run away. And basically all you have to do is catch him up. So you can roughly, he'll either go down there or he'll take this path to the left-hand side. Try and keep up with him. He does sort of knock on the edges of buildings and slow himself down, and that's going to give you the opportunity to get near him. Don't worry if you get stopped or you lose him. Just go back to that place later on where you found him originally, and he'll be back there. Well, once you stop him, that's basically the mystery done, the world event done. But he's going to give you a key, so you can run back up to his shop and open a chest there. I'll just show you where it is while we're here. But yeah, if he runs away, Eivor will say something along the lines of he's going to stay within the city. Just run back up here a bit later on and he'll be back, and then you can go and chase him again. You can actually catch him by the first building if you're quick enough, but don't worry if you don't get him. So staying on the same large island, and in fact in the same town here, we're going to go and grab this ingot, this wealth here. So look for this house. This isn't the one with the ingot in, but we have to go underneath it. We're going to use a tunnel. So look for that house there. Look for this sort of bit of cloth being draped down, and go through and pull this through. pull this shelf across. And if you use your sense here, you'll see that this red bit here means you can shoot it down, which is what you want to do. Same as with the ladder. And then jump down. It's a bit hard to see, but I didn't move then, just so. let the dust settle. I didn't move, so don't worry. Just jump down and go forwards, and that's where it is. Next up is our first tattoo design. These are the flying pieces of paper. I said Assassin's Creed 2 before. It may have been Brotherhood. Anyway, one of the older Ezio Assassin's Creed. You'll remember these if you played them. The pieces of paper that fly away from you. Yeah, just go to this area here. Get on this roof, but on this from this angle. Don't come from the other way. And then chase the piece of paper down. Be ready to press triangle or your Xbox equivalent. When you get close to it. For this one I had to get all the way down to the dot. It was basically right at the end before I was able to catch it. I will just apologise for the sort of performance issues. I seem to be having some weird performance issues with this game. Lots of dropped frames and things. Hopefully it's better on the PS5. Half of these videos will be on PS4 and then PS5 when it comes out. Yeah, so keep following it. And if you're quick enough, just at the end here, just able to grab it. And it's a tattoo design, so that's the first of 3 artifacts. Again, if you'd miss it, just go back to where you found it, and it'll be there again. Next is another bit of wealth, another carbon ingot. So this is a restricted area. I've already cleared them all out. I'm going to jump up onto this building. All the doors are locked. So this is what you're going to find mostly. There's lots of locked doors. You have to find an alternate way in. And for this one, you just need to shoot this this top bit here, and it's going to break, allowing you to drop in and open up the chest. So I've tried to be as efficient as possible with the routes, but it was quite difficult. So we will be moving south in this island shortly. We've just got a few other things to do here. Just a couple more mysteries or world events. So this first one is this guy speaking here. So he's in the middle of the town. You'll hear him crying at you from the side. Just go speak to him. And then eventually you'll follow him. And he'll take you to a fight here. Basically you're going to try and find his captain who's going to be in charge for him. So you've got to fight 2 people at once. Just let them beat you. You don't need to win. It just doesn't matter. So just, yeah, you can try obviously if you want to, but if you don't win, it doesn't matter. You're still going to finish the mystery or the world event, so don't worry about that. I think the guy at the bottom there on the floor, he wins anyway regardless, because you're going to hear the well, you won't hear it here because I'll cut it all out. So as you've noticed, I have cut all of the cutscene stuff out because there's not much point watching it. So once the fight finishes or you get defeated, just go and speak to him again. He'll be sat over here, and he'll tell you that the guy that got knocked out initially wins anyway. So what you did didn't really matter. And yeah, that's it. Win or lose, you're going to win. You're going to complete the world event. Next up is another world event. If you're familiar with the old Monkey Island games, then you'll be familiar with what we're about to do. It's basically, I suppose it's a primitive form of rap battling. Going back and forth. So if you speak to this guy, Manning the Fighter of Wolves, I think it's called flitting or something like that. I forget what they call it. Flighting. Do a bet, whichever, doesn't matter which size bet whichever one you do. You can put the maximum on if you like, if you're watching this video. I'm going to show you each of the 3 responses you want to choose, and it doesn't change, it's always the same. So it's basically a rhyming, so have you ever seen muscles like mine, or whatever he says. Choose the bottom one here, what you make up from muscles, you lacking in spine. Basically it's a witty retort, and that's what you've got to do. It's not just rhyming the end word, it's also getting the cadence in the middle right as well, so the right amount of words. So for this one, it's the bottom one again.
They seem perfectly placed to give children a scare. You're brilliant. Yes.
And then for the next one, I believe it was the top one, and this is the final one, just 3. go.
Oh, you're quite like your arms, just incredibly thick.
Brutal.
And then he's going to admire what you've done.
Wonderful.
And this isn't going to be the last time we do this. The flighting.
You deserve every bit of your bet and more. I'll remember some of those insults.
But this one is a world event, so we need to cross it off the list. Your charisma will also go up, which is going to help with dialogue options later in the game. So we'll see how that plays out as we get there. Next is another artifact. Same goes. Go to this location just outside or near the edge of town, and you're going to see another bit of paper on a roof. Look for this this statue thing here, and you've got the right building. Obviously, you can use your vision to scan things anyway. And if you do use the towers to open up, use the synchronization towers, it's going to open up everything for you anyway. That's not to make these videos redundant, because some of the some of the things are kind of a puzzle and things like that. So you can always use the timestamps to come back if there's anything you were missing. So yeah, got this one a bit quicker. Get close to it, press triangle, and that's it. Just the two pieces of flying paper on this one. The next one's a map. So we're heading out of town and down further towards the south of the, well, we're actually in the west of this island. And this is quite a funny little world event, this one. So I'm going to speak to this guy, and he wants to prove himself. So he wants you to bring him an animal so he can fight it. If you head north, you're going to find either polar bears or wolves. I found polar bears. Doesn't matter which one you choose. Things aren't going to go well anyway. I tried to help him and he's completely useless, so I think whatever you do, the guy's going to die. It may be possible to help him, but it doesn't matter at the same time. So get just one's attention. You don't want two chasing you. And these things are quick, so get the hell out of there. And you want to bring it down to him. Try and circle around a bit. He'll sort of resist at first. And the polar bear won't go for him straight away. If you circle around, he'll get onto it. There we go. So I try and stun the bear now, which you can do by shooting the legs. Hopefully, I was hoping that would give him enough time to finish it off, but it really wasn't enough time at all. And he's dead. So kill the animal, whichever one you draw towards him, and just loot. That's it. It's done. Whether he lives or dies. Next is another weapon. So we're going to head over to this camp here. A warhammer this time. So this camp is going to be full of enemies. I'm on the floor here. So look for this building here, and the actual weapon. The chest you want is up here. You can't shoot it down, you have to jump up. So jump up on the building and jump across to get it. Nice and simple, this one. Moving on, we're heading south to another camp. Again, going to be lots of enemies here. The actual person we want now, or the target this time, is an enemy, so we need to kill them, and they're going to drop it. So once you loot them, they're going to drop the wealth or the ingot. Now at this point I've not really progressed the story at all, so I don't even have the hidden blade yet. So if you're wondering why I'm not killing them in that way, that's why. So I'm just waiting for them to pass over and I'll kill them. So yeah, if you have the hidden blade, obviously you can just kill this guy outright. So we get a bit of a weird camera angle here, and I think it was in-game censorship because I chopped the guy's head off. Doesn't quite count first there. You might have to back away. There we go, loot. And you see that wealth collected, and then on the right hand side of the screen it's going to show you ingot. And there we go. Same camp, further south. We've got another weapon here. I'm not even going to try and say that. Yngling, yeah, I am apparently. Yngling Sayo, no. Anyway, look for this big building. It's going to have a little mini boss guy in here, a few others, so you have to take care of those. They're easy enough. And just grab the chest at the back. Obviously, these bones are alarms, so if you walk into them, they're going to set everything off. Next is our first ability, Thorn of Slumber. So look for this camp on this east side of this island now. So you look out for that big tower. It's underneath that tower or inside it. There's lots of tunnels around this place, but we want to go in through the top. So yeah, you see the frame rate drops. I'm not sure what's going on with the game really. Shoot that and drop down, and that's it. So this is an ability for your bow. It's going to allow you to have sleep arrows. It's easier just to kill them. I suppose it's better for bigger enemies, but essentially you just equip the ability once you've got it. And then moving on to another ability. This one's going to be a melee one. Throwing Axe Fury is actually quite a good one. I like to use this one. So head to the northeast part of the island. And we're going to be in this camp. I'm just sort of entering the camp at this point. You do come here with part of the story to this camp. You have to blow up all the carts. That's why there's smoke and people everywhere. I've actually done this before the story. So I do come back here again. Head into this this back place here. You're going to need to... this door is locked. So you need to jump up to the right hand side here. To get the Book of Knowledge. And the new ability. So it's a good one, this one. It's good for stunning enemies and taking a good chunk of damage off them. Next, we've gone across the water to do another mystery here. Plight of the Warlock, very easy one. You literally, you don't actually have to do anything. Go and speak to this guy here. So as you cross the river from the previous one, go speak to him. He's going to lead you to a house. So just follow him. I'm going to cut this out, obviously, for time's sake. He's going to talk, and then he's going to lead you to this house. And there's going to be a Warlock sat in front of the house. Run over to the Warlock, speak to him. So eventually we're going to run towards... Yeah, I don't know if this is the recording on the game, but if I have had situations where the frame rate has dropped that low. It's pretty bad. Anyway, we'll speak to him. And he's going to go and fight the other guy that you came along with. You can either stand back or you can help. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. I just let it play out and let them fight. And let's just say the Warlock doesn't do so well. So I'm not going to watch the whole fight because it does take quite a while if you let them do it. And there he goes. He's stunned. So I'm going to finish him off. And once he is dead, or one of them's dead, or both of them are dead, it will finish. The world event will finish. So as he walks away, you can just go and loot there. There we go. Right, on to our first legendary animal. So this does count as a mystery. Go to the top of this peak here, and you're going to look for this mystery animal here. It's quite obvious where it is. It looks like a dueling sort of platform. This I did not cut here as well, so again there's a weird little... I have no idea what that was. There's no cut there. That was the game again. Yeah, this animal's fairly easy. You can use your arrows again to advantage to stun the animals. It basically just headbutts and charges you. So if you hit the side, I didn't even need to hit the side, but there's two parts to it. So hit the middle and then again, and you're going to stun it. You're about to hit it for quite a bit of damage. But yeah, I'm going to fast forward through this, but it basically just charges you and tries to hit you with its horns. Use your arrows, are very good on it. And then eventually it'll get tired and you can finish it off and rip its head off. And that's the first legendary animal, the only legendary animal in this part of the of Norway. And then we're going to head over here, so just to the east of the legendary animal, so up over the mountain. Hopefully you've got a couple of arrows left. If not, you're going to have to go and get some. This was a weird one. This one took a minute to figure out. But there's a candle up here which you can shoot. So I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to do this or not. You could probably get fire bombs or something later in the game. I don't know yet. But yeah, basically hit that candle and it's going to slowly set fire to this building. The reason you need to do this is that there's some shelves you need to push on the opposite side, that on the other door. But there are some pots in the way and you need to blow those pots up. Obviously you can't climb over. Setting the building on fire will blow the pots up. So if you just come out here, you'll see the roof is on fire. Yeah, so not very obvious at all, this one. So be careful that you don't set yourself on fire as well once you go in and try and get the ingot in a moment. So once you've heard the explosions and the fire's kind of worn off a bit, go to this side and push the shelving through and off to the right. So yeah, the flight, you can still see the fire is still there. And then open this up. Another ingot now. We've gone across the water. We're trying to do a bit of a circle here, so I'll get those two on the island later on. We're going to do a circle all the way around back to that island, basically, going over the mountains. So stand on this rock here and look for that boat there. And if you scan, you'll see the yellow below you. And then, yeah, it's dark down here, so I'll try and keep scanning so you can see where we are. But head towards this sunken ship. You're going to see the chest is inside of it. And look for the crate there on the floor. If you hit this with your axe, you're going to punch the wall through. And you'll be able to get in and open up the ingot. It's very dark down here, so keep pinging the scan. And then across from there, we've gone across the mountain now, so I've gone up and done the synchronization and come down the other side. And this is an enemy camp, so this is as you enter the enemy camp. We're going to be getting another ingot here, another chest. So I'm trying to show you where we are. We're about halfway up the mountain. So look out for that there. That's where the other ingot is that we'll be getting in a moment. Yeah, I just couldn't help myself with this. I saw him there, I didn't even realise he was there. Just had to do it. You're looking for this cave here, so this ledge. And jump across. Smash these through again. I don't know why she aimed over at that wall then. I was definitely not aiming towards it. Anyway, open this up. And there we go, another ingot. And then we're going to go over to the opposite side where I just kind of looked off to the left. That's where the next one is. So yeah, it's sort of halfway up this mountain, all the way around the edge. So that's where we were over on the other one. I've come across here. This one's another enemy, so you need to kill the enemy to get the ingot. They're carrying it. It doesn't go so well, this fight. This guy is pretty intense. So again, I don't have Hidden Blade still. Still not gone and got it yet. Tried to stun him. Did not work at all. Really did not work. No, wasn't ready for that at all. This just is embarrassing at this point. Either way, take him down however you want. There we go. Got the parry in the end. Got the cool finisher on him. That's all that matters. And once he's down, just loot him and you get the ingot. So it'll just show wealth collected at the start, and then the right hand side it's going to show you the ingot again. It's not going to show up straight away. There it is. And a broken bow. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? So this is a treasure map. This is going to be the third artifact. So this is on the way into the fort. the fortress, should I say. This is a story mission, so you can leave. If you've not done this with the story yet, you can leave this. You will be back here later on. But in this building here is going to be a map. I'm not going to show you where the map leads to. You don't need to know at this point. It's just for the 100%. You just need to pick this map up. So you can see there, it's ticked off the artifacts. They're all done. I'll make a separate video with all the maps and things in them. We're moving deeper into the fortress now. This is going to be another gold ingot here. So as you go in, look for these in the middle, these statues in the middle. So that's where we came from, down there. Look for this triangle shaped building here on the right. That's what it's going to be. So same as the previous one we did a while back. Shoot the window through at the top, and it's going to let you get into the building. And there we go. So not quite done with this place yet. Some more in this fortress yet. Further up, we're going to get the another weapon here. So look for this big building here. That's not where we're going in. That's where you're going to go straight in. If you were to go straight on, you'd go to that building. Look to the left-hand side and look for this building and just open this chest up here. And you're going to get the iron star. So from there, you're going to go and do some climbing now. So we're right at the top, underneath, well, they're in the middle of a waterfall. So you can see the crosses where the previous ones were. I've climbed up the cliffside. Look for an entrance in the middle of a waterfall. So there's the big building from before. Look for the waterfall and climb up there. And you can get this weird notification here that you're sort of leaving the area. Area not available. Just smash through the ice there and go in anyway. So bit of a, I don't know, an error within the game, but don't worry about it. Just go in, grab another ability here, Rage of Helheim, which is like a ground pound ability. If it shows up, there it is. Right, we're starting to do our circle now. So moving north from the fortress. If you follow the road along, you're going to find another little encampment on the left-hand side with a big tower there. So look for that tower, and we need to get into the top of it because the door's locked. So easiest way, there's a few ways you can get in. There's also a jump on the right-hand side, which you can just see there, or you can use this rope. Either way, I've left a guy at the top, so just take care of him. Still don't have the hidden blade. I wanted to get the 100% done before even moving through the story, really. And go down both ladders. And there's the chest and the way out. So from here, we're going to head sort of north and then west along the coastline. But you want to be on top of the mountain. And we're going to find another mystery, another world event. The man, old man on the edge. So look for him here. So we are right on top of the mountain here, pretty much. Frame rate drops everywhere. So look for this guy. A bit of an interesting mission here, so I'm not going to show it all, but basically talk to him. He's going to say wants those crates thrown over the edge, so oblige with that. And just start picking them up and throwing them over the cliff edge. So I'm going to show them all of them because it's going to take a while. So just L2R2, same as you would with if you were firing a bow, to throw them over. And once you've thrown them all over, go speak to him again. And then, yeah, I'm sure you can guess what's going to happen. He's going to follow them, not to spoil it, I'm afraid. But yeah, there he goes. He wanted to, so don't worry, it's good. It's all good. He wanted to do that. And Thor's hammer, that was a shock. And there we go, world event complete. So continuing off to the west, so along the coastline, you're going to go back to Ivor's or Avor's hometown. So look for the water here. You've got to go in through another secret entrance and look for this entrance here. And this is underneath the town from the beginning of the game. And pull this here. There's also a chest behind me as well right now. It's not one of the ones needed for 100%. There's obviously lots of other chests and things. Well, not really things, but lots of other chests. They just contain materials. You can see 2 more there. And there's one behind me at the time as well. Not needed for 100%. So continue now to the south. I'm going to go and do another mystery. Another fairly simple one. You're going to see this guy at the side of the road. So be on your horse already. I'll just make this one easier. He's you don't actually go and need to go and speak to him. He'll just take off on his horse automatically and just follow him. And of course, I'm sure you guessed it, it's a trap. I tried to get kills while on a horse. This went completely wrong, and I got a ball-ass to the face. 3 guys, take them out. And once you've done that, go and speak to the guy that led you there. They will do that kicking in the dirt, kicking dirt in the face. I don't know where he got the dirt from, but he did it anyway. Once they're all dead, go speak to the guy again, and you can let him go, or he'll go, and you'll finish the world event. I look like a giant. Oh, he's really small. Weird perspective there. There we go, desperate bounty. That's that one ticked off. So head south. Look for another encampment here. Lots of enemies here. You don't need to kill them for this. If you head in from the main road here, through this gate, you don't need to actually kill anyone apart from this one guy who is carrying the ingot. So look for him, scan him. You'll see the yellow dot above his head. This, I don't know if this is a really bad shot on my part or what, but that is definitely red as I fire the arrow. And it completely misses his head. Yeah. And because he's got a metal shield, you can't break it. So we're going to have to get some parries here. One, two, three. Get the stun attack. Then once he's dead, loot him. He's going to have the ingot on him. Nearly there now, nearly there. So one more in this camp I'm going to show you from the start. So this is the Recurve Bow. This is actually a really good bow. It's really, really good actually. There's a zoom on it, and it allows you to fire quicker as well. So same place. So that's the building where that guy was. We're going to go past it this time. Drop down a hole to find a chest, and it's as simple as that. But this is a bow you definitely want to pick up early on. It's a lot better than the other one because you don't have to draw it back. Not as powerful, but it's definitely quicker, which you will see shortly when I go and kill some wolves in a minute as part of a mystery. So we'll go across the island here, across from the shipyard onto this island. So basically we've done a full circle at this point now. And look for this hut here. So there is a chest here, but it's locked. So we're going to need to find a key.
It is as if a curse has befallen this place.
A couple of clues. There's a note here, and then there's a note outside with a knife through it, stuck on this door. You got to look for some wolves. Or he went looking for some wolves. So head north. So from the house, go back outside. And head north. I suppose it's northeast. Anyway, go over this hill and you'll find these 3 wolves here. So get ready to fight 3 wolves, and you can see how good the recurve bow is. So there's no drawback. So if you go for the head, 1, 2, 3. Much quicker. Not as powerful, but definitely quicker. So So there's another note on the floor here. This isn't really part of it. We're just trying to get the key here. So I'm just going to pick up all that, because loot, you've got to pick loot up, haven't you? And then loot this skeleton here. I'm just waiting for the right hand side to clear a bit. There we go. I'm going to get the key. And then run all the way back and open up the chest, obviously. And this is going to be the final bit of wealth for this area. I'm not going to try and say the name. And through. And there we go. So it's not the final one there. I have done them out of order. I've just rearranged the order to make it a bit easier. And then on the same island, head to the south. And you're looking for this this patch here. You're going to eat these mushrooms, and it's going to make you hallucinate. And you've got to go through 3 doors in a certain order. There's more than 3 doors. You've got to go through in the order. So Thor, then Freya, and then the Allfather. And this is the order in front of you here. So it's Thor, Freya in the middle, and then the Allfather. That's what they look like. So here's Thor's door. Go through there first. You go back to the middle. Look for Freya on the opposite side. Go through there. And then turn around and go through the Allfather door at the bottom here. And that's it. Bit of a weird one. But you'll go back to normal and it'll tick it off for you. So we're done on this island now. So I left this southeastern, if you want to call it that area, till last for a main reason, and that is the final mystery we're going to do. You want to be a higher level than a starting level for that for sure. But before we get there, got a couple of other mysteries to do. This is another really easy one. So go to the top of the mountain where we showed you on the map, and look for this guy. He's going to be sleeping, but he's going to walk away while still sleeping. And that's essentially the whole thing. Just follow him. He's going to use the zip line, and follow him across the zip line, and that's it. So here we go. The rope slide. Weren't called zip lines yet, were they? Across he goes. Now you just follow him. Speak to him at the bottom. I'm going to cut it out. But yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing done. So as he walks away, it's going to complete. Bit of a strange one. So heading further east now. You want to go and do this one next. The Comb of Champions. This one's going to be quite dark. So look for this waterfall. And there's going to be a woman sat at the bottom of it, at the edge of this lake. So if you speak to her, she's going to tell you that there is a comb in the water and everybody's trying to look for it. She's trying to find well, not a suitor, I suppose, but whoever finds the comb gets to spend some time with her, let's say. Of course, we've got freezing water. We're in Norway still, so the water does kill you eventually. So you want to do this quickly. So swim to the rock in the middle and then get on there so you can get your bearings first. This is going to be a difficult one to see. So facing the waterfall, look to the left, so to the left here, and basically a 90-degree angle, and then jump in and go straight down all the way to the bottom, and then slightly to the right you're going to see it's slightly paler in colour as you get towards the bottom. There you can just see it, and then if you go down there as well, just keep going until it says interact. You can't actually see anything, but there's a comb there. And then once you got it, swim all the way to the top. So just to show you where we are again. So I've gone all the way down and then all the way up. We're on the left side of that rock. And then swim back and go and give the comb to the woman. And it's up to you what you want to do now. But you can get a nice massage from her if you like. But before then, the mystery is going to complete. So you don't actually have to go with her. But that's up to you. And then on to the final one. So this is a Drengr. Probably said that completely wrong. But go to the crag here. I'm not even going to try and say that. Hildavinni's crag. Look for this water. And then look for the cave at the back end of it. So this is a fight. You're going to challenge a guy to a fight. He's friendly when you first go in there. But he wants an honourable death. So you have to... it's a duel. And he's tough. I think I'm at level early 20s here, maybe 25 at the most. The later the level you are, the easier this is going to be. So you don't need to do this the first time you're in Norway. Just remember it next time you come back. If you don't want to do it now, or if you are struggling, you're going to see me struggle. He's not easy. And I'm not particularly very good at the combat in this game yet. So when you speak to him, he's going to ask you to honour him. So you can see the red skull there. That's never a good sign. And he will start fighting straight away. What you want to do is parry. So a shield might be a good idea with that one. So I've used my axe attack there, which was the R2. The ability we got earlier. Parrying is going to be the best thing. It's going to get a massive amount of his health down if you're able to get that attack in. But he's going to be relentless. And if he's not coming for you, he's going to be throwing daggers at you as well. So be ready to dodge those. So staying close to him is actually quite a good idea. And don't get stuck. I got stuck here. Look at the state of this. Trying to jump down and it was sending me further up. So he'll throw those daggers at you as well. So parry there. He can parry you as well, so watch out. Be ready to dodge out the way of that as well. Come on, one more. Right, get the stun attack in. It's going to take a big, there we go, massive chunk of health there. And then you have to finish him off the old-fashioned way. Yeah, this is not a particularly easy fight. I don't know, and then we get stuck up here again. Look at it. I can't move. I'm literally trying to move here, so all I can do is jump across. Yeah, don't get stuck in a corner. There he is throwing his daggers. Does give you an opening, but he will be ready. He will parry you. Yeah, the daggers are killer. If he gets you stunned with those, it's not going to go well. So parries are going to be your friend again. Learning to get the timing right on those is definitely going to be a must for this game. And then eventually you'll get him down. And then you do the confirm kill. And that will be it. So you're going to speak to him and then you'll get the choice to confirm the kill. When he just plops on the floor. And that's it. That's everything done. So you should have 100% at this point. So you have all the mysteries, all of the wealth, and of course the 3 artifacts. And that is this area 100% done. I'm not going to try and say the name. It's the title of the video. So I'll just show you the map in a moment. Everything ticked off. Nice. Lovely. Right. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.